I want to start by saying one of my favorite quotes, and maybe you will think, what is this about? You know, is this something to do with relational welfare? But maybe it's going to make sense later on. It says like this: peace does not mean to be in a place where there's no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be amongst those things and still feel calm in your heart. The reason that this is one of my favorite quotes is that in Askov fonden we have the honor to serve more than 2,000 people every year. People with eating disorders, mental disorders, criminal young people, many kind of different people. I think one of the main wishes that we have for this work is that we can't change an hurtful childhood to an unhurtful childhood. We can't make people's lives good. We can't change the past. But what we can do is that we can try to involve people in their own lives. We can try to engage people in the society, because the only way to have people feel a part of the society is that they feel they belong. And I think the reason that relational welfare is so, a big topic today is the only way that we can have people engaging in their own life is to meet them human to human. Askov fonden has been working with relational welfare for more than 70 years. I don't think that relational welfare is something new. Askov fonden is a social NGO which started in 1943. It was founded by 4 students from Askov Folk High School, and they were inspired by the first settlement movement from London. The whole idea of the settlement is to settle down in exposed areas and in close cooperation with the people in need, improve their rights, provide help based on their needs, and thereby reduce oppression and social exclusion. Ever since, Askov fonden has focused on individual needs and has developed intervention and activities based on the specific needs where the relation is a crucial factor for success. Time has come that today we have a system that I call the system welfare that has become so complicated and inhuman that it is creating more distance than presence. And this meeting between people is supposed to create motivation for change. The current parameters about Denmark's welfare is insufficient. The strong and one-sided focus on the economy and spending, construction of bureaucratic systems, greater demands for documentation and measurement of time and resources has had serious negative consequences. Although it has been worse by the current financial crisis, these challenges is also about culture, system and relationship as they are about money. The claim is documented in a measurement that reflects Danish people's perceptions of their relationships, commitment and dignity in the welfare system. There are 3 concepts that are central to human well-being and quality of life. The study's main results show clear signs of a growing distance to the system. 57% of Danes think that welfare is threatened by large impersonal systems. 71% believe that we must create a more personal society. Nearly half of the Danes have over the last 4 years, according to his own admission, had a tense relationship with the public system. And it brings me to one of the stories for our real life. We have this project called Copenhagen 18+ for young criminals, boys who haven't had a chance in life on their own, in their own history. And the thing is that the other day I met one of them, Eli, and he said to me, Helle, no matter what I do, no matter how great expectations I have, no matter how much I put in to be a part of this society. I will never be one of your kind. I will never fit in because I'm a part of the outside society. And the thing is that I can't change his perception of feelings of being in this society. But what I can do is that I can try to make him relate to me as a human being, to make him believe that he is important, to make him feel valuable. And that is one of our main goals in Askov fonden. When the relation is attempted taken out of the relationships that exist between those who give care and those who accept, both the welfare professionals and the citizen is humiliated and reduced to something other than they were first and foremost, human. This is not just offensive to the citizen, it is just as much offensive to the professionals. All are struck at the most important we have, our humanity. We are reduced to recipient and provider, and the experience is not providing being met human to human. In order to provide equal help to everyone, we need to treat each person differently according to their individual needs. Complex challenges demand flexible solutions. When we talk about relational welfare or system welfare versus relational welfare, we often get the question, can you measure relational welfare? And of course we can. For the last 20 years, we have been focusing on scientific evidence of the effect and the outcome of our social work. Askov Foundation is working hard to develop methods that support a knowledge-based work, focusing on documentation, impact and follow-up efforts. We collect relevant data and documents the efforts so that we can constantly ensure the best possible outcome for the target groups. We have a formal collaboration with the Danish University of Education and ensure the quality of our work by using an evaluation model called Learning Rating Scale and a Well-being Scale. We have also partnered up with Scott Miller, an American psychologist, and used the impact measurement tool Feedback Informed Treatment. FIT focused on the individual's dividend of efforts and help to ensure the quality of our work. Askov fonden has always used the relationship as a fundamental chain component. And as part of this work, we take based on the people it's all about. We listen to them, we involve them, and correct our intervention when they're not working as intended. We believe that everybody wants to belong, and one of our main goals is therefore to create places where people can have experiences with positive and sustainable relations. One of our main philosophies in Denmark is Søren Kierkegaard. I don't know if you know him, but I think he is one and truly the one and only, and he has been writing this thing about the art of helping. Kierkegaard found that to help another human being in an equal way was not so straightforward. How stumbling near it is for the caregiver to let vanity and desire to be good and wise come into the meeting with the other. For most of us human, it is easier to help than to accept assistance. Assistance can feel important and upstairs. It is an art to create an equal meeting between two fellows when there basically is an asymmetry between the helper and the one to be helped, between the teacher and the child, the caretaker and the homeless. The driving force of the employees lies in the experience of being in the basic contact with the citizen, to meet the other as a fellow human being and to build an understanding together. Our practice shows that building relationship and assessments according to needs takes time, and therefore adequate resources are crucial. In the process, we give our users insights into their many different options, introduce them to a diverse environment of opportunities, where they are challenged, recognized, and pushed to the appropriate amount. We cannot do this alone. Askov fonden cannot do this alone. We are forced to think in new partnerships, and I'm so happy because what I've heard yesterday is that everybody is ready to cooperate and do this in new ways. I think we have to look new ways of doing cooperation, like shared value, collective impact. Relational welfare has been the new term for what that can restore our society and our welfare model. We talk about solutions where the mantra is related more welfare, or rather stronger relationships, better welfare. We talk about that welfare today should be measured on the good life and not only on the public expenses. Social investment, prevention and more focus on relation contains both human and economic gains. And I just love this little quote, say the greatest gift you can give someone is to believe in them. Thank you.